Good morning, everyone. Surfgal. I am back from my little hiatus. I've been sick the last couple weeks, and coughing does not mesh well with making videos. So we're gonna try and ease back into things with a kind of a Christmas present to myself in the form of a relatively easy, hopefully, FF4 free enterprise randomizer seed. So we're going to start with Fusoya, aka Santa Fu, and he is going to be making some deliveries. We're going to deliver the Earth Crystal to Golbez. We're going to deliver some packages to the Village Mist. I'm sure that'll go fine. We're going to deliver a Sand Ruby to someone who is sick in bed. And we are going to deliver the gift of music to the Dark Elf. Restore his Christmas spirit. I'm sure he will love it. Standard key item random, no moon, because we're keeping it simple. I want a shorter seed. Pass is mixed in. Relaxed characters, no free. That's the only kind of restriction I put on here, is no free characters. Start with Fusoya, no dupes. T Wildish, so we're gonna have lots of goodies, lots of treasure. S Pro, it's the shopping style I like. And then B Standard is gonna be just regular bosses with Alt Gauntlet, and Wyvern will be nerfed. And then standard glitches, Warp Glitch, Life Glitch, Sylph Glitch, Back Row. Basic Freedom Kit, which is the one I usually start with. The one thing that on here is most of the time I turn off adamant armors. I decided I'd leave it in, so we're gonna see how that works. Let's see who we start with. Kane, that's a respectable start. Spoon. Honestly, Spoon is an okay start. We do have the ability for Edward to equip the Spoon. So if we find an early Edward, we can use him for a while. Okay, and I think with this start, I don't see a reason. Oh wait, I didn't do. Whoops. I do know what we're starting with, and that is we're going to be checking the free key item because I totally forgot to turn that off. Hey, we got one of our required key items right away. We're not going to use it right away because Burning Village Mist is annoying. Creates like the block in the middle. So we don't want to accidentally start the cutscene if we don't need it. Now, early on like this though, and actually, you know what? I take it all back. It's a slightly long cutscene, but it's a very easy boss that's going to get us a little bit of a boost for Fu. Because Fusoya does get stronger with every boss that we beat. Assassin Dagger, that'll actually be an okay early weapon for Kane. Darn. We'll have to make a note of that. Come back later for mute arrows. Or we can get a drain sword and sell it. That works too. Mute arrows are one of the better early arrows, so definitely okay with that. Ooh, and we get a Cecil. Normally I wouldn't bother doing this quest so early, but starting with it, with a foo, with no free characters on, this is like, it's a character, it's a boss, it's an objective. Let's just do it. There's a part of me that wants to do Watery Pass as well, but I think I'm going to hold off a little bit on that just because we don't know what characters we're getting yet. And there isn't a character there, and we don't have exit. Super long cutscene. Oh man. That might actually be a problem, because that boss gets extra hit points. Like a lot of extra hit points. So I think we have to wait until after the explosion, and it's still probably going to be a bit of a problem. I have no idea if they're vulnerable to sleep, but it might work. Apparently it did. Awesome. So yeah, the original Mom Bomb has like, I think it's like 10,000 hit points or something like that added to it. And so this is about the worst spot we could have gotten it. But at this point, we were already committed, so we'll call it good. So Cecil, Kane, Boo is a pretty solid start for a Berserker party. We'll grab a Mute Bell because it is useful in like one circumstance. More Mute Arrows, nice. Oh my, okay, yep. We know we're going to be getting that edge eventually, so that is a hard yes on Berserker. I guess let's just keep going through some of these early areas. We should be okay to just continue, and this will also give us a chance to do some early looting since we have very little money. That ninja sword is awesome. Heroine robe means that if we do get like a Rosa, we could use her as another attacker for the early game. Possibly even go into like a Quadzerker strat. Wow. That's ridiculous. Remember what all we got. Was it just Diamond? Okay. And Blizzard Speed. Diamond Armor, Blizzard Spear is good enough for now for Kane. Officer and Soldiers is, again, totally fine. I also just realized I have a coffin, and that might be a good way to utilize that. Not a big XP spot, but early game, sure. Slow Charm and Mute and our Magma Key. So that opens up a lot. That opens up the whole underground. We get another freebie option from Land of Summon Monsters. We don't really have a lot in the way of direction, but we also haven't done a lot. So, like, my gut reaction here would be we could go underground, get that free key item, and do a little bit more looting. There's a part of me that also wants to do Mount Hobbs here, but I feel like going with more gear is probably better. We're probably going to be doing Eblan Castle, but at this point, with this party, there's a good chance we're going to want to do Eblan Castle when we can do the trap chests, if we don't already have an Excalibur. Or a Crystal Sword. So I feel like waiting until we're a little further in, probably post-ordeals, basically. Specifically saving so that we can do this, so we can loot cave. If we get a second mage character to use, that's going to be very nice. Especially if we get that Rosa. Silent Staff Sorcerer Robe is basically what we need for endgame. And we've got the Heroine Robe for now. Strength Ring we can put on Kayn for now. And there's only one monster chest in this dungeon, so now that it's out of the way, we can loot freely. Hourglass. We've already taken out one of the main bosses for that, but that's okay. Samurai helmet, bandana, lots of decent armor options here. We can also take a quick peek at what these bosses are. Luca Key, not what we want to see. That does not give us good direction. Vampire Cure, nothing great. Let's see if we can sell anything quick. Fire Shield, Wizard, I think I'm okay keeping the rest for now. There's no way we're going straight in. If we had a decent attack spell at least, I would consider going in and doing the bosses if they were a free boss, meaning if it's something I could hourglass. But yeah, no. No. Bahamut's relatively free. But we are not set up for that yet. Actually, once we get set up for that, it'll be very easy. Potentially. That'll let us back row glitch Kayn. Dwarfax. As well as Cecil. 20k. Do we have anything that can get us up to 20k? I mean... Rune Ring is the one thing that makes Fusoya, that allows you to upgrade Fusoya's equipment, pretty much. Okay. There are other areas down here that we could look at, but I'm not super worried right now. Actually, let's do a quick poke our head in over here. We sold that. Bandana. Dragoon. Strength. Rune. So yeah, we're basically gonna quick do this boss. That should shift. And then Kane with the Blizzard Spear should kill Ruby. Yep. Not a ton of anything, but we just got our first level 2 elemental spell, which is awesome. Ice Brand, that's an okay weapon. Once we get Cecil online, that'll be at least usable. So my ideal for this would be something like Kanazo or Odin. Something, since we just got Lit 2, that'll let Fu do a little bit. Yang? Okay. Plague. Awesome. Yang isn't the best character for us to get. Ice 2 and Warp. Okay. But I'm not gonna complain about him. Like, he's an okay character. And if we actually are having a party of berserkers, he is another person who can hit things. Like, it's not terrible. I think we're gonna hold off on that. Let's go ahead and head straight down to our deals. With some decent Kane equipment and Fu with level 2 elemental spells, I don't feel like this is a complete stretch. Lightbringer. Better than the Ice Brand by a significant margin. This is really going to come down to what the bosses in question are. As long as they're not super rough, we should be okay. Dark Hell. That should be fine. Kane and Fu should take very little damage from this, and they're the important ones here. me change, and will immediately get hit by Kane's jump, which was pretty mediocre. I think you can use stone on him. I can never remember which things work and which things don't. I'm wrong. Oh, this is a really low attack spot anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Ice 3. That's crazy. Ice 3, and we've got a Ruby. I genuinely don't know if there's a better thing we could have seen there. And once again, Ordeal's not always like the first place you go, but with a Cecil and a Fu, this is 3 bosses for Fu. Every boss you kill gives him another 100 hit points and 3 spells. It unlocks Paladin Cecil. If we find a Tella, it'll be nice. That's not super important. And it's a key item. Pinktail's not a good key item. And Baigen. So you can cast 1 spell on Baigen before he uses Wall. Our 1 spell is, or just completely wrecked him. Quake and Virus. Okay, Fu is online. I mean, level 3 spells are already pretty solid. They have a very long casting time, and they're very expensive. Quake and Virus are much cheaper and much faster to cast. Man, what kind of moron would sell his shield? You know what? This is actually silly. Like, technically, yes, but no. Let's go ahead and equip a Diamond Bracer. Do we have another helmet? No. Okay. So Fu is very much at a point where we should just be able to walk through bosses for a little bit. Which is good because we don't currently have a lot in the way of direction. Like, I feel like we pretty much have to do the castle because most of the other stuff that we have as options is a little bit out of reach otherwise. Let's go Black. We're gonna go Quake, Virus. At the top, still doesn't have Cure 2. if I was thinking about it, I would have gone and done the first Sylph Cave check so that we could have done Sheila along with Dwarf Castle. Stop, weak, and medio. Legend Sword Gungnir. Gungnir is an upgrade for Kane. There's a few little things that I'd like to find. That was one of them, life potions. Let's buy a couple Star Veils. Let's go ahead and do a sort. Gungnir. Should be okay. I'm gonna double check the weapon shop with Yang. Getting other elements to help cover would be nice. Just clearing inventory there. Legend doesn't help us that much either. Let me double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, I think that the next thing we have to do is Sheila, Sylph Cave. Like, what else do we... Baron Inn. There we go. Duh. Sorry, it's been a little bit. Baron Inn gets us our 5th character for the time being, which is Atella. We get our Golbez out of the way. This is actually a really annoying spot for Golbez. We have to wait through the whole cutscene. Darn. It's a little late there. That's okay. So we lose 2 characters automatically here. Fine. Let's end this. Okay. So that's a really low hit point spot, which is why I say you don't want to see that character there. Ooh, this is a punchy spot. What am I trying to do? Guess. Oh, blink. There we go. That is what I was trying to do. So after he does his second kick, we can have Paladin Cecil attack, and he will say ouch, which ends the fight. You have to have Paladin Cecil for that trick. And we got our pass. That's, again, not what I wanted to see, because it suggests more and more that missing that first Sheila check is not good. Or that we're going to have to go and do Luca, or use our Luca key, which I really don't want to do at this point. I mean, that's a check you never want to do. So, yeah. I just realized as I was walking over there that I don't want to loot this cave. Especially not right now. Right back to Fabul. We'll get one more free item here. So yeah, like I said, the other options are going to be to go down and do underground checks, which I guess we could be at a point where we could do something like Dwarf Castle, depending on the bosses. But it feels a little rough potentially here. I guess I'm not sure what the other options are, so it's not that bad. Twin Harp, that's not bad. So Twin Harp is an objective, so it's not a time loss to go check it. It is also... seems okay. Like, it seems doable with where we're at. Actually, doing it right where we are also means that we get, since we're all at 1 hit point, it should make the initial Dark Elf fight go much faster. Water Hag. Another free boss. Arg. Got our Berserk. And our Sand Ruby. Holy crap, this is going fast. Okay. So that's most of our objectives down? What do we have left? Or is that all of our objectives? That's all of our objectives. Sand Ruby package. Oh no, we need to do Earth Crystal to Zot. Or I got my towers mixed up again, which is definitely possible. I always get the two towers mixed up. So, yeah, we're basically just looking for one key item at this point. I'm gonna take just a moment here for peace of mind. As I say, I always get my towers mixed up and make sure that I'm right. I'm right. So let's go get our edge. And with Edge, 2 ninja swords, Cecil with a Lightbringer, Kane with a Gungnir, Fusoya with Berserk. I'm feeling like we should now be okay to start clearing out Dwarf Castle and such. I made... I didn't even bother equipping Tella because I didn't think we'd have him long. He's basically there for utility spells, which don't matter with your stats. Okay. I think we're still good as far as that goes. Although, actually, let's do form. Let's switch these two. And let's switch these two. We do have 2 Sirens as well. So I think before we do Dwarf Castle, let's go ahead and do that as well. Part of the reason we're doing this is because Yang being functional is very level dependent. Also, I think we should get the bonus XP off of Cecil for at least one of those. Okay. Those levels look much better. Let's do it. I don't like lunar sparkles. But it's at the... Yeah, that's an interesting spot, I guess. It doesn't have any super high stats, but it does have decent hit points, so if it is something like Wyvern, it could be annoying. Or lunar dragons. Well, the good news is the Mega Flare was replaced with an attack that hits one person. Octomom. Oh, well, we're saved. Edward is here. I just saw Nuke there. I think Cure 4? So we're pretty close on our spells at this point, and we've got the important ones. Which are Berserk, Nuke, Cure 4. Pretty much. Warp Glitch takes us back into the crystal room. The cutscene that they animate is tied to the back of the sealed cave. So by using the warp spell, you can go back in there outside of the cutscene, which skips that entire dungeon. And walking out, we will also get the hook. Not super interested in the hook, I don't think. Check a couple stores. Specifically, I mean, I guess we could also check armor shops here. We can get like bandanas, ninja hats, something along those lines would be good. Black belts would be wonderful. The other thing I would like to get for our berserkers is the ability to berserk themselves. Bacchus wine is not something, or is only in gated shops, so could be something we can find. But we didn't. Not sure if Hook Crowd is worth activating just for that. But it might be. Let's go ahead and do Baron Castle, which at this point should be pretty trivial. This also gives us access to that, to the weapon and armor shops, which, again, we don't need that much. We're in decent shape, and we are still gonna get the Earth Crystal, so we'll be able to loot the that area. I'm kind of waiting on Eblin Castle until we get the Earth Crystal at this point, because if we find something there, then we don't need to go hit Eblin Castle, and I don't think it's gonna be that much faster. The only exception at this point would be something like Zeus Gauntlet. Crystal Sword is always going to do that to an extent. But I don't think at these areas that we're doing, it's going to matter that much. I'll do it before I do something like summon monsters, or maybe Castle Basement. Honestly, we might be able to handle Castle Basement at this point. Another free boss. Santa is at full power. And I was going to... That was not what I was trying to do. Quick heal on everyone, because Edge was low. The other guards. Casting Mute on them negates all of their counterattacks. They counterattack physical attacks with size, and magic attacks with Piggy. Too late. You might have been interesting early, but right now I think we're good. The only person at this point that I would consider is I may switch Rosa out for you. Okay. Well, this answers the question about whether it's worth it to launch the hovercraft here. Getting the rat tail means that we're gonna now get be able to turn the rat tail in, and we already have the pink tail, which I wasn't thinking earlier because I usually don't play with adamants on, but pink tail is automatic adamant. Automatic adamant. Say that 5 times fast. I think at this point we put it on probably our edge. We'd put it on Cecil if he had a crystal sword, but edge with adamant is pretty sick, and with ninja swords he's probably going to be the person. Basically, we want him to be as fast and strong as possible. It is better to have one character that's really, really strong in this situation. I made a good choice. Then 2 that are okay. And I think at this point, we just do the thing. We're in go mode. Let's raid the treasury, clear Zot, and that puts us at an okay spot. I mean, our levels are a little low, so we can probably go do something as a grind, but I don't think there's that much that we would need to do at this point. I'm not sure why I did this first. The answer is because I haven't played this game in a while, and I have been playing for an hour, and I normally take a break at this point. Cat Claw, Zeus Gauntlet. Actually, I'm gonna keep the Ice Shield because it is better than what we have as an alternative. We are gonna keep Ether just in case. Okay. We did not get a Holy Sword. So I think now, at this point, we go to Eblin Castle as well after Zot. Let's just real quick. We're gonna go Crystal there. There's that Ice Shield. Black Belt. And actually, I think we want to put the Black Belt on Yang because he has the fewest options. Cat Claw, Fire Claw. Diamond. Technically, Silence is slightly better, but it's minimal. Ice Shield we're mostly doing because it is a slight improvement to magic defense. Also, just having a shield is good. We're gonna go Santa, and I think we do Edge, all of the stuff there. Give him those HP boosts. At this point, he's pretty much invincible, but we're giving him that HP boost because his natural HP growth is lower than the rest of the party. And Big Bang from Zeromus tends to hit for somewhere in the 1500 to 1800 range at minimum. So we want to get him that little boost. We did find one Bacchus wine. Actually, if we do Eblan Castle, we can also steal Bacchus wines. Yes, there we go. Okay, I'm happy now. This is all working out. We're only an hour into the seed, so I don't feel uncomfortable doing that. It gets us that little bit of extra boost we need for levels. It gets us that little extra boost we need for equipment. Pretty sure, yeah, perfect. Perfect timing on it. This spot's apparently very slow. Does have a decent chunk of hit points, but now, another interesting thing here. I don't think we have any tents. Yeah. Just in case this is actually a threatening boss. Just gonna toss that ether out. Not a huge deal. Do we want a last second Rosa? We don't have a grind. So no. We would need to get her more levels than anyone else that we already have. And I feel like we're already in pretty good shape. We're going to be going pretty quick, especially if we can find a Holy Sword at Castle Eblan. All the white mages saying, hey, are you sure you don't want a white mage? It's like, I kind of do, but... but not that bad. So I think at this point, I'm not sure if Kane or Yang is the weakest character. Mostly thinking order of operations in terms of who I care about healing, reviving, and who we need to get Berserk on fastest. Edge is the obvious option. If we get a Crystal Sword or an Excalibur, Cecil is probably going to be our best, and we'll probably switch some of that equipment around. I'm not super concerned about it right now. Yang has the highest hit points, so he probably doesn't need it. And Kane is there. So Kane is our, if we need somebody to toss items, if we need someone to leave down on the ground, he's going to be our last person that we heal up. Masamune. Wow. there's our crystal for completing it. We have delivered all of our gifts. How many key items are we at? Perfect. Probably should heal, but again, I don't have a good way to heal. So Eblin Castle is one of the best overall spots, and it has 3 trap chests. The 3 trap chests in this particular case are going to be really good. They tend to have the highest loot drops, and this whole area has just good loot drops on T-Pro and T-Wildish. So it feels like a good spot to look for treasure. And it gets us a few more levels. We don't need a lot of levels at this point. Artemis arrows are not what we're looking for. Oops. Another ninja sword. Cursed ring we're probably not using. Although if I decide to, I could move Fu out of the middle and have Kane anchor if I don't find a better weapon for him. Dwarf Axe plus Cursed Ring is pretty much guaranteed to tank his agility enough. And that means that we don't have stat penalties on our healer. And that we have a little bit less that we have to split our equipment up. Curse you, inventory boss. Well, we're not buying anything else, so whatever. Okay, so those last couple chests are the last ones we're looking for. The other thing we're looking for out of these trap chests is this one, the Mad Ogre chest. You can steal Bacchus ones. Which put you into an automatic berserk state. And in this game, you can steal as much as you want. So, I'm just going to kind of beat down on them a little bit, try and leave one alive with the stop spell cast, and have Edge steal, I'm thinking at this point, maybe something like 5 Bacchus wines, which we are at. Three. So if we initially have all 4 characters berserk themselves, that puts us at four. Theoretically, if we don't worry about Kane berserking, I guess we still want him berserk, even if he is tanking. because we don't want him. We want him to just help clog up the turn order. And then theoretically, we'd want at least two characters if we yeah, we'll call that good. Crap. Whatever. 5 should be fine. Elixir's good. It's not the item we wanted, but I'm not going to complain about having it. Crystal armor. We don't want crystal armor. That will prevent Berserk. Still no Holy Sword. That's unfortunate. Oh well. It is what it is. We got another gold apple. I think we just try it. It means we're a little more all in on Edge as our damage dealer. I definitely think that means that we switch Kane into this position. We want Masamune here, Ninja Helm, Adamant Crystal. So we want as much speed as we can there. Cecil's next best, Bandana Zeus Gauntlet, Dragoon Armor, and Light. I'm just gonna double check on this. I'm pretty sure we're good. I sold my Dorfax. No, I equipped it to Kane. I already equipped it to Kane. Okay, we're good. Apparently have a very, very short memory. Okay, 7 agility feels like that should be fine. All that equipment's good. Crystal to the top. Save. This is a little lower level than I would normally do, but I'm usually overly cautious, so oh well. Ooh, that was a good find. That makes that initial nerf way easier. Ooh, I didn't notice that apple down there either. We have a pass. So elixirs are kind of our safety valve. We don't have good healing outside of Fu, who is a mediocre healer, and we don't have another way to restore his MP. So if the fight goes long, well, first of all, if the fight goes long, we're in trouble anyway because we don't have enough hit points for the fight to go long. Our high is I guess Yang is our high, but we have most of our characters are in the 1800 range, 1800 range, which is not good for where we're at. Normally, I wouldn't go in with my healer at that point. So we need to be very efficient early on, get our Bacchuses up, get our Silk Web down, and if Kane or Yang go down, I'm not worrying about it. Like, at this point, Kane is here for one purpose. Perfect. So this should be nerfed. That is also a really... Diablos is one of my favorite FF8 summons. Like, just the design of it is really neat. So definitely cool to see that as the zero miss option. And we should be good to just let it ride. Like I said, we're not tempting fate here. We have the double slow from Silkweb. We have our characters berserked. I'm going to do a quick heal because they're not at full health right now. That might be really bad. The good news is I already have a heal cleared up, or lined up. Wow. That was a really low lucky roll. I was about ready to reset. I thought we were doomed. We might be good now. It's basically if we don't have any more big bangs, we're good. If we have more big bangs, we might be in trouble. Now, when I say I don't want to tempt fate, one of the things that you could do in this situation, and honestly what I probably should have done right away, was use a Star Veil on Fu, and then start reflecting nukes to make the damage output higher. Because this damage output is very low. Which is why we're getting our third big bang. Only on Black Hole. That pushed us to the next phase. I should have... Okay, we're good. I got really lucky. We're in the last phase, so he's only got a few thousand hit points left. Dodged both. Oh, that's why the damage rolls were so good. I'm not used to doing this with adamant armor available. Okay. So, I totally screwed up a couple things with that fight. I should have led with the spoon throw instead of having Edge Berserk immediately. Getting that damage early would have gotten us to that other phase and might have skipped one of the Big Bangs. The other thing is I probably should have started nuking with Boo at some point. Although I'm not sure I would have been able to heal properly at that point, but it might have worked. Basically, our damage output was low, our hit points were low. I got really lucky, and that was a very, very tight fight. But we did it. And at this point, we're under an hour and a half on a... I mean, granted, it was a pretty jet seed as well, but I am always happy to see like a sub 2 hour time, let alone an hour and a half. So, yeah. Merry Christmas. This was a lot of fun. This was a dumb seed that was purposely an easy seed. We got really lucky with a bunch of stuff. The end was kind of weird, but we made it work. And honestly, I'm very proud of the fact that I didn't force myself to grind. I thought about going into Luca Cave and doing doors and like just grinding up or stealing sirens, and I'm like, no, we shouldn't need to do that. This party should be able to do this fight at low level. If we had a crystal sword, it wouldn't have even been a question. But even with what we had, 116, I think we had one reset, and we had so yeah, it was pretty close to that. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy with the way that all worked out. And this was a nice like way to ease back into doing some rando. I'm not sure how much my video output's gonna be over the holidays. I'm just gonna do as much as I can sporadically for the next few weeks here until I find a good opening to do to get ahead again. So production will be sporadic until it's not, basically. When I'm releasing one a day, I have a lot of backlog usually. So I'll record like 10 videos in a day, and then those will get spread out over 2 weeks, that sort of thing. So not having that backlog right now means I'll do what I can. But it's a busy time of year. So, hopefully you are still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.